Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Tarot with Titania reading of the week for January 6th to the 13th, 2023, our first full reading of the new year. So you are most welcome. I invite you to close your eyes and take 3 nice deep breaths with me, pulling yourself into this present moment and opening to the possibility space of us collectively drawing the information through that we most need right now. I invite you to see a true root coming down out of the base of your spine, grounding you deep into Mother Earth, knowing, as always, that that true root is not only grounding you here and now, it is a conduit through which anything that no longer serves you can easily pass down into Mother Earth and become compost for your new good growth. Creator, this is your daughter Titania, and I am here with all of your children about to do a reading for our personal and collective highest and greatest good. My intention is to be a clear channel for the information we most need to receive right now, and to provide that in a manner that we will easily and effortlessly hear, understand, and integrate for our personal well-being and the well-being of anyone whose life we touch, as well as the good of this beautiful planet we get to call home. At this time, I'd like to invite my higher self and the higher selves of all those listening, now and in the future, to be present and facilitate this exchange, as well as an overlighting angel of communication, that we can synchronize our higher selves, the broader, wiser part of us, and connect and create a wonderful field of energy, drawing forth easily all that we are longing for in our collective heart and mind at this time for our good. We set the intention that we will cover whatever it is that we most need to know right now in the window that we have together today in good ways, coherently, clearly, and upliftingly. At this time, I'd like to invite the 4 archangels to come and hold the 4 directions around us, creating a sacred container of light, love, wisdom, healing, transformation, peace, beauty, all the good things. We call them in now. I invite Raphael to hold the east, Michael to hold the south, Gabriel to hold the west, and Uriel to hold the north. Thank you for coming. Anything that doesn't match the intentions and the frequencies of love and light, goodness, wisdom, clarity, empowerment, and joy is welcome to go now. And with that, let us begin. Okay. Creator, what is it that we most need to know today? For our personal and collective highest and greatest good for the week ahead, that we may be on path, on purpose, intentional, flow with ease and grace in our lives, and add good things into the world for our good and the good of all life everywhere. Okay, so what do we need to know this week? I didn't leave much room. It's more important to have flowers, you know. So here we begin. Recent past. So we know this energy. That's what this position, the past position, means. We're familiar with this. We know this. It's been part of our life experience, and it carries through into our present, into our future. It's relevant to our now. And the card is the 10 of Wands. The name of the card is Oppression. And we have this individual who's doubled over, carrying the weight of all these extra wands. So this card is a reminder to become conscious of what is ours and what isn't ours. What are we carrying that doesn't belong to us? And to let it go, because it's not ours. It's not relevant to our journey. These can be, family patterns and stories. They can be our society's cultural stories and things that get thrown in our field, and we take them on because we think that's what we're supposed to do to be good citizens or to be good participants in our society. But often they're not necessary, and they actually clog our own awareness of ourselves and what it is that we're here to do. So in this case, we have this person carrying this very, very heavy burden. This is in the field of wands, the suit of wands, which is the fire suit, which is all about creativity, inspiration, and passion. And this doesn't look like a whole lot of fun. So just becoming aware of where we're limiting ourselves by holding on or carrying these burdensome things that don't belong to us. And what would life look like if we let them go and freed up our energy? So, this energy of oppression and burdens that aren't ours is relevant to our present and our future this week. Becoming aware of where are we losing our energy? Where are we putting energy that we could free up to have more for ourselves and the good things that we want? And it's not to say that you have to drop all of it, because some of it is clearly important to us, or we wouldn't have picked it up in the first place. But it's up to us as individuals to assess what is important and relevant to us right now, and to choose whether we're going to continue to carry it or put it down. We can always pick it up again if we really want to, but we might not want to, and that's okay. All right, and the next card, the present card, is the card of generosity. I really like this card, and it's been coming up lately, which I love seeing in readings. So the Six of Pentacles, Pentacles being the earth element, that of material things, that of food, community, relationships, the earthy qualities of sensuality, of being here now, of gratitude and appreciation. All those wonderful energies are part of this field of Pentacles. And the card of generosity is, she's like pouring out this sort of water of life, but it looks almost like coins. It's this lovely sort of generous sharing of one's abilities and gifts and resources for the good, not only of ourselves, but of others. And this doesn't mean, as I've touched on in other readings, that this isn't about depleting ourselves in the process of giving, but having enough and being enough and having a healthy self-care so that we are in a position to share resources without it diminishing us in any way. When we're sharing what is part of our skill set and our gift abilities, it's we have more than enough usually energies. So we get energized by those things that we love. But of course, we are human. We have limitations being in these beautiful bodies. They need to rest. They need to rejuvenate. They need to recuperate after expenditures of energy. And so this card in this present is about being generous, is about being in that field of generosity. But it's about generosity with what is authentic and true and nourishing for us, so that as we give, we are nourished and fed in return, and we are adding to the good in the world rather than being diminished with it just going out one way. So this is the energy. It's sort of this reciprocal generosity, this ability to give and to receive at the time that we're giving. It's what we're here to do, to share our gifts and abilities and our aptitudes in good ways. So this is all encompassed in the energy of the Six of Pentacles, generosity in our present. Yeah, it's like loving the life we have and appreciating it too. There's that quality of just the energy of generosity overall and allowing it to be more present in our world. Okay, and now we have the future. The key six, of the Major Arcana, which is the Lovers. And so we have these two here who are dancing together, and the gentleman is being held in true love's light embrace. We have all the chakras are lit up. So this individual that he's dancing with, his partner, is somebody who is very intentional and connected and on her path. And there's a lot of this beautiful, clear energy. She's not smothering him. She's not controlling him. She's simply engaging with him. But he's distracted by the sultry little creature down in the corner here, this other woman. And so the card is about discernment. It's about distinctions. It's about, where are we putting our energy? Are we being distracted from where we really need to be? And if we are, pulling ourselves back into our lane, pulling ourselves back into our experience, and allowing ourselves to redirect our focus in good ways. We have things we need to do, and so getting distracted by whatever's entertaining or seductive or appealing, it's all good to notice these things, but is it serving you? And that's the question. Is it in service to your highest and greatest good, into your dance with true love's light embrace with life? Is it taking you away from being as present and participatory and intentional as you're being called to be in your life right now? And it's all right. We do like to be distracted. It's a very Again, we're human. We have this journey, we have this experience in these human bodies for a reason. The the ticket is to be observant, of yourself, and not necessarily judgmental, but discerning. Is it serving me? Is this what I really want? If I want to be distracted for an hour or whatever, awesome. But is this really what I'm wanting in my life right now? Is it supporting me in my intentions, in my goals, in my path forward? So it's a major arcana. So these distinctions are important for our good growth and our good contribution. And here we have the foundation card, which is the card of initiation. So this is why we're having the reading today, is this energy of it's like stronger than a new beginning because there's intention behind it. It's a saying yes to something. It's a lining up of yourself, your will, your attention, your intention, and lining up with something. So an initiation is the beginning of a sacred path. It's the beginning of a commitment to your growth, to your expansion, to your larger, wiser, broader self, saying yes to that part of you. And it's often related to, like I said, a sacred path. And we're all here, whether we're into it or not. This is a sacred path. This is a sacred journey of humanness and holding more of our spiritual selves in this field of humanness as we move around in our lives here on this planet, enjoying being embodied, savoring it, appreciating it, and learning to master and co-create our relationship to life here while we're embodied in form. So it's a sacred journey that we're on. And so this card is sitting, as I said, in the position of the foundation. It's why we're having the reading this week. Sorry about the glare. I think it's the window. There's not much I can do about that one. So here, I'll hold it. So this foundation card, and it's the suit of fire, as I said before. It's wands. It's that creativity. It's that inspiration. It's that passion. It's that thing that gets us out of bed in the morning. The thing that enlivens us, that pulls us onward, our yes, what life is calling us towards. It's all part of this energy, of this initiation. So, of course, we're standing at the beginning of a brand new year, 2023, and there's this quality of initiation. The foundation of the card, the reading this week is about this fresh, intentional start. And doing it with enthusiasm, doing it with love, doing it with presence and commitment. And it underlies all these other pieces. So letting go of the burden of the old, or understanding that those burdens and those obstacles, we can leverage them to clarify what it is that we want and then put them down, because there's no need to carry them once we've had the distinction. That's important. We have the card of generosity. Once our energy is freed up from carrying around all this dead wood, we have more resources, more bandwidth, more capability to be generous, to share who we are, to really engage with life from a deeper, more authentic and congruent and heartfelt perspective. And that is deeply nourishing, like I've said before, not only for us, but for others around us. Imagine a world where everyone is giving deeply and richly of their gifts and their abilities with love and intention for the good, for the greater good. It'd be very, very powerful and deeply transformative, and I suspect would transform the planet very, very quickly. It's kind of a fun thought to consider and to hold. And then this card of the near future, what we're moving towards, it's being aware of where are we distracted? Where's our focus and energy going? And is it really what we want? Staying on target, in other words, not letting ourselves get sidetracked by those, tantalizing, seductive aspects of life or distractions in life. Come back to your true love's light embrace of your dance with life and what you're here to do and why you're here to do it. And, if it's helpful, maybe write it out and put it up around the house so you can be reminded of it as you move through your day, move through your experience at work, in your office, some little corner post-it note. What is your intention? Because the more mindful you stay, or we stay, about our purpose and our path, the easier it gets to kind of just course correct, come back, take another breath, come back to ourselves, come back to what it is that we intend for ourselves next. And then this beautiful, beautiful card of initiation that is grounding the reading this week, that is indicating to us what this reading is all about. This is all about those strong, intentional new beginnings, of directing ourselves, of engaging on our sacred path, of saying yes to our journey, saying yes to our yes, in other words, and being very deliberate and intentional and mindful about that so that we can change our lives, move them in the direction that we want them to go in, and as a result, change the collective experience as well. So, kind of a nice spread. I really like this card, the initiation card. And of course, I love the generosity card. But this energy, it's interesting, sort of past, future kind of quality of where's our energy going and is it serving us? Is it serving what we're intending for ourselves? And if not, learning how to let it go, learning how to put it down, learning how to travel lighter, travel clearer, be more deliberate and intentional, and letting go of all that extraneous stuff that's a little bit heavy and not serving us at this time. And with that, let's pull the card to grow on next. So, Creator, what do we need to know for ourselves, for others, for our highest and greatest good? What is our card of summary this week? The card that we can carry in our hearts and minds as we move through the week ahead to keep ourselves on target, keep ourselves on our path, maintaining our initiation into this new life and all that means, whatever intentions we are each holding, to be supported in that in good ways and learn to manifest and express that in supportive ways for ourselves and for everyone everywhere. Ooh, the Death card. How interesting. So, yeah, kind of interesting. This idea of letting go, because of course the Death card is the ultimate card of release, of new life, of transition, of moving on, letting go of what no longer serves us and moving forward lightly. I mean, if you think about death and rebirth, you don't carry anything with you, do you? We let it go, we drop that old life, and then we emerge into a new one. So that kind of symbolism is here this week. It's like this freeing ourselves to really get down to what is important and letting go of what is not serving us. And it may be, looking at that last card of oppression, just stuff that isn't really even that important to us. We've just never questioned it. We've never noticed before that we're holding that stuff. But now the energy that we're living through at this time is making it more and more possible for us to really look at things and really decide with fresh eyes, is this what I want? And if not, why am I continuing to do something like this? And then letting it go. So the Death card is our card, our moving forward card to grow on this week. It's this releasing the old, letting the old go, and moving forward powerfully into the new. Embracing the new life, embracing the change, embracing the new experience, knowing that it's all serving us. It's all good. Truly it is. So kind of interesting, as I said, the initiation card and then the Death card. This is really about, again, this feeling of sacredness, of dying to the old and reemergence. And often when there's an initiation, if you're part of a group or a tribe or some sort of organization that recognizes you through a process of initiation, often there's a new name. It's a sort of rebirth. And so there's this quality of rebirth, new life. Again, being very intentional about it, being deliberate about it, understanding that it is something we're choosing. And how do we choose it with more of us so that we're even more in alignment with the broader, wiser part of us, and having a life that is even more rewarding and fulfilling and deeply satisfying and enjoyable because more of us is present. More of us is at the table. More of us is engaged. More of us is there to be generous with, so that we can collectively and personally transform this world in good ways for our good and everybody else's good. So, interesting. Our card to grow on this week is Key 13 and Death. Transformation, radical transformation. And so with that, I invite you to take a nice deep breath, come back to yourself. This is a path, a time of radical transformation, of initiation, of powerful new beginnings, and harnessing the energy of this at this time for our own good. Because that's what we're here to do. We're here to transform ourselves. We're here to move our lives powerfully forward in allegiance and alignment with the collective energy at this time of the planet, which is this transformative energy, this initiation energy, this humanity rising as we have never before. So lining ourselves up with this, allying ourselves with this flow and this energy is what there is to do. And I welcome you to harness it for your good and the good of those near you, as well as your contribution to this beautiful planet. And because we're all connected, it benefits everyone, all life everywhere. Creator, this is your daughter Titania. I want to thank you for this opportunity to once again connect here this week and do this reading in service to life, in service to our good, in service to our evolution as a species on the planet at this time, in service to life. I ask for support and love and powerful distinctions and awarenesses and the ability to move forward and free ourselves from old, stuck energies and patterns and ways of being that no longer serve us. Help us to become aware of them and easily drop them so that we can pivot and move more freely and agilely towards sharing who we really are, our gifts, being in service to more life and loving who we are and what we have to offer and coming at life from this amazingly generous, beautiful, wide place. I'm grateful for this opportunity that is before all of us, that of initiation, of waking up and intentionally stepping onto our sacred path, of having more of the broader, wiser part of us here with us in every moment so that we can more easily navigate life and the challenges that are before us and have a more satisfying and fulfilling and deeply meaningful life experience as we interact with each other and bring our best to the world, so that we may have the distinctions necessary to recognize when we are on our path versus when we're off it, so that we can move powerfully forward in service to life, easily letting go of the old, as the death card shows us, moving lightly and easily forward into the new. Thank you for all the support. Thank you to each and every individual who's been on this reading and all the angels and all the support people on the other side, all the ancestors, the grandmothers and grandfathers, all those who are cheering us on. We are grateful for the love, the support, the kindness, the encouragement, and the help. I want to thank all of you for being here, for being on the journey, for taking the path, for choosing to be more. It's good to walk this way with you. I'll look forward to seeing you again next week. May the reading this week do you lots and lots of good as you step into your initiation, your sacred journey with life. Much love and light. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.